All right, we are going to the movies. And we're going to be seeing The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Oh yeah, baby. Been waiting for this one. All right, we just saw The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. What did you think, babe?
I don't know, it was alright.
Honestly, I feel like all the best parts were in the trailer, and it definitely could have been like 15 minutes shorter, but at the same time, I just feel like the movie didn't have as much substance as I was hoping it would. I'm gonna have to think about it for a little bit. And there's a cop like slowly pulling up. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is directed by Tom Gormachan. Gormian? Oh, Tom Gormachan. I'm terrible with names. And in all honesty, I went into this movie with pretty high expectations because most of the reviews from critics and audiences have been very positive. I gotta be honest though, when I go to the movies and I have high expectations like I did for this one, I tend to not like the movie as much. But I just feel like the trailers for this movie just kind of ruined it. Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal have great chemistry together. Every time they're on screen talking about movies with each other, I'm loving the movie. It's a 10 out of 10. But unfortunately, it's the boring subplot involving the CIA and a kidnapping that really dragged down this film for me. Honestly, it just comes down to the whole CIA subplot basically being in the trailer. I would say about 90% of that side plot is in the trailer, but they had to do something to keep the plot moving. It also allowed them to have fun action sequences and some car chases, but I would say about 75% of this movie is awesome, and the other 25% kind of sucks. It just feels very underwritten and just super thin at times. Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal are the only characters in the movie that really feel fleshed out. I really respect Nicolas Cage. I'm a fan of a lot of his movies, including Face Off, and it's awesome to see that he's capable of making fun of himself. But certain parts of this movie feel like they're cranking that up to 11, but at other times it feels like they're playing it safe, and like maybe they didn't want to push it too far. The movie's shot pretty well, and the acting is great. Some of the locations they filmed at are beautiful. There's a lot of great jokes in this movie and movie references, but there are some that don't land as well. But the people in the auditorium with us were laughing at every single thing, like it was the funniest thing they'd ever heard. So maybe the average moviegoer is gonna enjoy this more than somebody like I would. And some people might say I'm being a little too hard on the movie, but I'm just giving you my honest opinion, and I just feel like my expectations were not quite met. I am gonna give The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent a 7 out of 10. And I think if you're going there to just see Nicolas Cage make fun of himself and have some fun banter with Pedro Pascal, you'll have a great time. But if you're going in there expecting it to be a 9 out of 10 or some kind of masterpiece, then you might leave disappointed. And part of me does feel like this might have been a movie that was better suited for Netflix or a streaming service of that sort. At the end of the day, I think the biggest weakness for this movie is the marketing. I think the trailers just weren't that great, and they gave away a little bit too much. But there's still some fun to be had here, and it's definitely worth a watch. But there's a lot of movies out right now that are worth seeing, so maybe this one shouldn't be at the top of the list. But let me know what you guys think. What would you rate the movie? And also, I'm curious, what's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie? I'm a sucker for National Treasure. And also, guys, if you like these reviews, you want to see more of them, a good way to support my content is by using GFUEL code DannyD. That will save you 10 to 30% off your GFUEL order. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, be sure to comment the word talent, because then I know you watched the whole thing and you're a real one. But as always, stay safe, be nice to each other out there, and I'll see you in the next movie review. Peace!